As we last left off, we just defeated the haunted ship of fools, and now we are heading to the Tower of Terror. This place isn't too bad. I originally gave this place a 7, but I forgot that I was using Grant to my advantage. I had the privilege of using him, so I downgraded it to a 2. Besides, this stage is extremely easy for Grant, with his ability to climb on walls and shoot daggers at those gargoyles. Speaking of them, I gotta go quiet so I can face them. Alright, now it's time for the second half. One, two. Gotta wait for one more wave, otherwise we'll get hit. One, jump over. You know what, I'm just gonna wait for another wave just so I can play it safe. And now we can go and just barely get by. I've done that several times. And thankfully that Axe Knight didn't hit us. Now we gotta get to through these balls of destruction. We have to do a welly-timed jump to get by them. And due to my recorder running at the same time as the emulator, it can be a little tricky to actually time it correctly. And no speed running that area. I tried. Now I just want to get right into this guy's face and open fire. You can just wait to make it safer, but me, I like to speedrun things. I play things differently. One, two. Alright, he's down. Oh! It's all a matter of knowing where everything is in advance. If you have that, this place isn't that bad. In fact, there's a spear knight coming over there, so I'm just going to get him from a distance. And we're getting this guy by not even going on the stairs at all. And we're going up the stairs. More gargoyles, but we're going to be a pacifist and just ignore them. And that's it for the gargoyles until I think the cliffside entrance. And that place is going to be a pain. But now it's time for one more Axe Knight to deal with. This one takes one less hit, though. But now it's time for the Room of Bullet Hell. Gotta go quiet. I'm gonna destroy the ones that I can first. Alright, quickly get by, and we're good. Now speedrun this area, get by very fast. And now it's time for a raven right in our face. Alright, that one's dead. And that one's dead. Okay, we're home free. I just gotta set the state so that we can get ready. Alright, set to state 2, save, and we are good. Thank goodness. And now it's time for Frankenstein. The way that you want to deal with it is just run away from his first attack. And then you just want to lure him over here so his earthquake can't quite get you. But alright, get like 3 hits in where you can, just dodge his others, and he isn't so bad. You want to try and make him throw a boulder first. Sometimes he can do that to you without warning. 1, 2, 3, and there we go, he's dead, thank God. State 2, and we are saving. There were plenty of outtakes here. Well, it wasn't too bad, but there were still a share of outtakes here. Enjoy them while they're here. Yeah, you want to stay just for one more, otherwise you will get tagged. These guys take 6 hits to kill. Sometimes they can catch me off guard. I actually predicted that would happen, which is weird. And continue on. This room actually is not hard at all with Grant. Especially for a guy like me, who likes to speedrun. That's one factor, clumsiness right there. Now we gotta get by the balls of destruction in this room. These guys can be killed with anything, really. They just killed me, and they are one of the stronger enemies in the game, too. Yeah, I want one more wave go by. And make sure you get every single one of them. We have to get by the balls of destruction. No speedrunning this area. Gotta go up here. What? Just get up here. Time for a raven. And boy, do I hate these things so much. See? I hate him. With a passion. So, I decided to downgrade the rating to a 2. I don't believe that. Now, before we get to the actual difficulty analysis, I just want to throw something out there, is that the Underground Catacombs version of Frankenstein is going to be a lot easier just due to the terrain and all that. Just something I wanted to throw out there. This place, it gave me nightmares back a few months ago. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because everything's out there to kill you. The gargoyles and the bone pillars, the ravens, and Frankenstein. So much stuff you had to pay attention to. But then I had to revisit it as Grant and just think how easy it was to get through. I'm afraid I had to downgrade it to a 2 out of 10. Because this stage with Grant, it is easy. With his dagger throwing ability, he can shred through things like they're nothing. The gargoyles, they are no problem. And he can destroy the bone pillars. He has an easy time dealing with the ravens. Everything. But from a minimalist run standpoint, as Trevor only, I give it a 3. Only because it's a little difficult to have to deal with the bone pillars. Their fireballs, they can be pretty tough to dodge sometimes, especially if you're trying to do a speed run like I was. I mean, you can't just destroy the bone pillars because you're stuck to using just the whip and that's it. You can destroy the fireballs though, so there is a little bit of leniency, and you can even speedrun the entire thing. And Frankenstein, he can still be a little tricky to deal with if you don't know what's coming up. The way that you want to deal with him is just to avoid his first attack, and the way to actually make him attack is to whip at him. And you just want to try to lure him as far to the right as possible so that the boulders cannot fall on you. I learned this later on as I was just busy fooling around with this game. But 3 out of 10, that's all I can give. A lot easier than I expected. And this time there wasn't as much clumsiness. So, up next is going to be the Causeway, and I'll see you then. This is TF32 signing out, and have a great night.